so that's good.
All right.
Yes.
Is this going live on the YouTubes?
It's going live everywhere.
Everywhere.
So I don't know if
We're
it's
gonna get at least 1 million viewers.
I don't even think there's 1 million dyers.
We're gonna hit those. We're hitting Super Bowl numbers. I'm pretty sure that's the
Doesn't
goal
matter.
here.
Everyone's gonna love this.
We're gonna
They're all
single-handedly cancel the Masked Singer.
It makes me feel better thinking not a lot of people are going to watch it. So we're going to pretend.
Kinda like
Why?
us, don't
Because
they,
then they're
with
gonna
our-
scrutinize more.
Our
If
class yesterday.
There's so many of them, then you don't even have to worry about it anymore because it's just like. Go ahead, Austin.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Sometime yesterday, like
What were
we
you
were
saying?
with our class, like, we were learning. Like it's our first go around. Take it easy. Take your lessons. Like not put too much pressure on ourselves tonight. It's like the first one we've done in a long time, so don't force anything. Have fun. It will only get better as they continue.
Sounds like life. Mm-hmm. Those were some stellar dies. Like I was
Yeah.
like, dang,
Yeah.
these are good.
No one made
These are
mud.
really good.
nice.
Oh, from the class.
It's hard to make
Yeah.
mud in.
It's coming. Where we have yet to have someone make a piece of shit and then be really mad about it. So it's gonna like either someone's gonna make something they're not happy with and be unhappy, or they're gonna make something really bad and then be mad. But it'll happen eventually. But we haven't had to cross that bridge yet. Hopefully the trend continues. We don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be just great. You have everybody do 2 discs.
Last night there was like a secondary disc option, based because we saw time, so people could just buy the disc and then we die for free because we're already there and have the supplies there. So it
Nice.
got Juliana a few more sales that way.
That charcuterie spread was quite amazing.
She went all out.
Yeah, if you didn't notice,
All out.
they were it was a disc golf hole. You had your T-pad, you had your trees and OB stuff. It was
Oh.
like, yeah, you went just a little overboard.
Why
was
did I
awesome.
not see that?
I just posted. I think it's on the story.
Oh, I didn't post to my IG. Should I post it to my IG? Where's the link at? Or I guess it depends what they watch it through. It's not on Instagram Live, is it?
Didn't you say?
No,
I think it's the one thing it's not on.
Right. I think I might have messed up the YouTube stream because it defaulted to the March YouTube stream, which I don't know why it did that. Son of a
Reruns.
Yeah. I don't know if we can change that.
So it just says March, but
Wait, are we live
there.
right now?
We are
Who's
live.
watching where?
I'm stat padding the YouTube.
Son of a
Oh, I
dilly.
can see you.
That's annoying. Why did it do that?
All right, so I didn't do my homework, so
Of course.
one of you guys go first, and then I'll just follow y'all's lead.
Yeah, we're gonna go down the list.
Y'all give me the wind read.
Hey, you had your links for Friday.
I'll be Bob.
Who's up on the box
What's
right
that?
now?
That would be me.
Oh, Dave, for sure.
Yeah. I'm
Hi,
just
Dave.
trying to
First
figure
one.
out why it's not going to the stream that got scheduled, which is annoying.
Emily counts as 20 people.
Oh, Emily's on?
Looks like it. She says, I count as
Nice.
20 people.
She does.
Yeah.
Easily.
She dies for
Easily.
20 people. Easily.
I don't know how she keeps up with all those team guys and stuff. Like,
Okay.
my goodness, girl, get it. Like, 'cause
Maybe a
I
clone or
could
something.
really keep up with one or two.
Well, hi,
I don't know
Emily.
what it is. She's
Thanks for joining us.
just it's over there slamming frappuccinos and dying discs like it's nothing.
Yeah, you'd be surprised, how much you can get done when you're just slamming those fraps. I think that's what
The
I'm
secret's
missing.
off.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of secret sauce. All right. Do any of y'all are y'all sitting at your dye labs?
Yeah.
I am. Austin's like, whoa,
I'm
that's some cool ground effects you got over there for your bed.
Yeah, it's nice. I like to think like I'm sleeping in space.
Oh yeah.
I'm just
But
missing
you
like the
are
glow.
actually.
I'm missing like the glow in the dark moons like on the ceiling. We got to get those.
See, that's the crazy thing though, is like people always forget that we are in space. We're on a rock floating through space that's not tethered to anything.
Ooh.
That's deep.
I know, right?
Oh, that's a sweet globe, man. I love it.
Dude, it's,
I have a
yeah,
little projector that does like stars and like space clouds, and it
nice.
like goes through all the colors.
Oops.
And
Can you guys
Emily,
see everybody on your phone?
Yeah, I can see you.
Yeah, Emily, I think we are on different streams. I think we're on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook Live, Dave.
Yeah,
Don't
hopefully.
know if the YouTube's back up yet.
Yeah, so
Oh,
if you've never seen this before, this is the second episode of the Roundtable review. Pretty much, we're going to look at some dyed discs and submissions from everyone that use the hashtag Dyers Guild Review. We each picked 2 dyes, and we're just going to go down the list, tell you what we like, what we think of the dyes, and yeah, thanks for joining in.
We also got to tell you what we don't like and how you can be better.
Absolutely.
Not truly what we don't like.
The critiques, compliments, and see, I already screwed it up. Constructive criticism. When I made that video, it took multiple takes just to get that one part right.
That was the hardest part.
Dylan Canoosness says YouTube's working.
Yeah, it's there's for whatever reason, when I did restream, it created the event and it created the YouTube event for November. But when I hit stream, it basically defaulted back to the March one.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, I guess I didn't test that part. So at least we're live. That works. Just trying to see if I can get rid of that one real quick. Give me 2 minutes here. I don't know if I can, but buy some time, Austin Red.
So yeah, I mean, this is the second episode, and we're kind of like ironing out some technical stuff here. We're trying to get all the streams working simultaneously. So Dave is, I mean, you can see it in his eyes right now, just like window to window to window to window.
Full concentration mode.
Yeah, I love it.
We could all introduce ourselves a little bit, anyways.
So I guess, yeah, let's do that.
All right, so I'm Austin Red. I'm from on Instagram. I go by Dyes by Red. Mainly specialize in lotion dyes, the Lazy Wave dye, and yeah, I'm just excited to be here and look at some cool discs and give some critiques.
Welcome, Austin. Great
Thanks,
to have
buddy.
you here.
Who's down there? Who was that? Is that Jory down there?
Huh?
Introduce yourself.
Oh, that's
Jory.
me. I'm at the top actually. I'll say hi. Hi, I'm Jory Fly Dyes. I did that so that people would get my name, because my name has always been like, people are like, George, Tony, what's your name? But I just did it with my name, and then I got lucky. You know, have a decent following now, and yeah, I love dyeing discs. I've been playing disc golf since like 2007. Dyeing discs since 2011. Yeah, I live in Oregon, and I love playing up like 30 points so far this year, which is awesome. And yeah, I love fishing too. There you go.
You're pretty cool. You're all right.
Wait, what else was I supposed to say?
I don't think
Okay,
I don't think it
you
matters.
crushed it.
Yeah.
Name, date of birth, PDGA rating.
Social security number.
Yeah.
What's your? How far do you throw?
Yeah.
What's your internet distance?
Yeah.
The rest of my life's falling apart, but this is great. So this is good.
Who are you gonna pass the torch to?
Brittany.
Well, yes, aye, Captain.
I'm Brittany Wasachek. I'm from Ugly Hand Dyes. And I dye discs. I do a little bit of everything, not so much Floetrol. I really like to do stencils and glue beds and like hand painting. Yeah, I do a little disc golfing. I'm not very good, but it's fun. Gets me outside anyways. Yeah, that's pretty much sums it up, I think. I'm trying to look at like two screens here, and I need to just like look at this. So I'll try. I'll try not to move around so much too. It's a challenge for me.
That's hard.
It's not my strong suit, that's for sure.
Did we agree to put our phones portrait mode or landscape?
Landscape.
Man, landscape.
Yes.
See,
Troy.
see, my life is just in shambles.
You're lucky
But
you're
I'm
pretty.
here. I
But
made
your
it.
dyes are fly, bro.
Oh, y'all are too good to me. Too
Great.
good to me.
Well, I can't figure
Who's
out the
that
two
guy in the
streams,
dark
so
room there?
we'll go with it.
Austin?
Austin,
Oh.
man.
Horner. There's two Austins.
Oh yeah.
Well, one is
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah, you can switch
I
mine
just
to
call-
red if it makes it easier.
I call Austin from Austin. I call him Red.
That works for me. It's easy, but I've played disc golf for about 15 years. The pandemic got my buddy Dave here into disc golf, and he got into disc dyeing and brought me along with him on that adventure. This year's been pretty fun. Dyeing a lot of discs. I'm the same way. Stencils and glue beds pretty much most familiar for me. As far as the disc golf scene, got my first ace this year in a tournament on an island hole.
Congrats.
Felt pretty good. Got paid, had steak. And then also won my first MA2. There was only 5 other people, so take it as it is. But still
Still in, still an ace.
Still a win, still an ace.
And
Checking
enter
off
a
a lot of
mile,
boxes
a win
this
is a
year.
win.
That's right. Now on to my second win, and then moving up to MA1. That's the plan.
Nice.
We got a champion in our midst.
Should we introduce Dave for Dave?
Yeah.
And lastly, a
So
man who
that's-
needs no introduction.
Okay, I'm done.
That's
Bye.
Dave. Dave hasn't slept in 375 years.
Roughly.
Give or take. Yeah.
His doppelganger is Serge Tankian from System of a Down.
Yes.
True.
Yeah. So feeling like crap today, so probably won't be saying a whole lot, but I'll be here. But thanks everybody for joining the second ever Roundtable review. It's been a hot minute, but we plan on doing these hopefully every month. Hopefully. So the idea behind this is just kind of to give some constructive feedback to some discs.
I already slipped. Yes.
Damn it.
That's
I thought it was gonna be the
that's
first
on
one.
The Patreon. That's on the Patreon. You gotta sub to that.
I
Yes.
don't need any constructive feedback.
Right. Well,
It only took 5 minutes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So just kind of talk about the dying community, dying stuff. If you want to have your disc critiqued by some awesome professionals here. Right now we were using the hashtag on the socials, but Instagram is kind of lame and you can't view the
Take the whole thing.
recent hashtags. So I think for the next episode, you'll post on the website of what discs you would like us to review for that. So I guess to get things started, we will review the first disc and we'll be going down the line. Looks like I am first. So, oh gosh. 1 second because I got to change a few things here. Kidoki. This is very professional. So the first disc that we have that is on the list is posted on the Facebook Dyers community group, and that is Justin Haney with his awesome die that it's simple, but it looks really cool. So it's the half and half, and he used the stencil on that. Yes, if you haven't seen his work, definitely go check it out because he did those discs that had the harp on it on the harp, and he had to remask the disc twice. This one didn't do it, but the remasking twice, he did a pretty good job on that. So I don't know if you guys have any other thoughts on this.
I love the color scheme for sure. That's really nice. Stands out.
So he
Good contrast.
So he masked it twice?
Not on this one, but
It wasn't just one stencil? Oh, okay.
Yeah, was he
Oh,
on,
the
was he
hearts.
on the
The hearts.
podcast talking about this?
yeah.
Yeah.
Cheap plug for the Dying to Listen podcast. Bi-weekly on what, Fridays?
Yeah, I've been kind of slacking lately because just so busy with some other stuff. So
But yeah, I definitely remember that episode and remember hearing him talking about like the double stenciling or whatever, and just listening to him talk about it. It seemed like a lot of effort for, this like and like well executed. Like it was something that I, thinking about myself doing it, like it seemed like technically, like I wouldn't be able to pull something like this off. I mean, I like the process, and then also like with this pink one, using colors with like the base color of the plastic. I think the colors that were picked go really well with that base.
For whatever
color.
reason, I didn't realize it was a purplish disc. I thought it was just white.
Oh yeah, I had to click on make sure it was pink.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I like the
you can go, George.
it's a ballsy move to dye a colored disc. There's a lot of people who dye colored discs because they don't know not to. And then it looks like he made a really good choice with his color scheme and to leave enough negative space to show the swirls on that disc. I think it's really good.
Yeah, not only like the colors, but like the design of the bed, like almost goes with the natural swirliness of the plastic.
Yeah.
It matches pretty well mirrored to the other side. You can see where it picks back up with the purple.
It's like deep space.
I'd say active to say about it. The centering looks great, but I would have given a little more space between the edges, so like made the image just a little bit smaller. Maybe give like half an inch between the edge of the disc and where the stencil starts, just to give it that little buffer. But like I said, that's super nitpicky and not really like.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't need to do that to make it as awesome as it is.
Yeah, it probably looks really good in the air. Like anything half and half like that, where you get like a good rip on it, and you can like see it even from 200 feet away, like twirling.
Nice. All right. Cool.
And it's got bubbles in it too. I'm surprised you didn't mention the bubbles.
It's
You know me and bubbles. I love those bubbles. They're great.
Gotta love it. Pro bubbles.
all right. So awesome. Moving on to the next one that I have selected here. So this was from the class that we did yesterday. I have honestly never seen a design like this on a disc. The lines are like really fine. I'm like, how did you do that? Well, I just started swirling. It's like, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it wasn't.
Yep.
We didn't use any blow techniques either. It was just a toothpick.
Oh wow.
And it
That's
looks
pretty
like
cool.
it looks like
It's
a
like the
design
beauty
from
of
Tool.
first time dyers.
Yeah.
no,
It's
Like sometimes I kind of wish, like, don't you wish you could just like hit a button and go back to that time?
Mhm.
But
That's the one thing we've noticed running these classes is people bring nothing into it and hold nothing back because they don't have any of those like negative memories to do that. So you see some really interesting, unique things like this.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, except this is above a lot of the other ones as far as how unique it is.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
reminds me of like the Tool album art, like Lateralis.
Oh yeah, totally. I like how it matches the tie-dye t-shirt. Like
yeah.
that's something I've been thinking about is like doing some like tie-dye t-shirts and then making some dye discs to go with them.
I remember taking those
Like a
pictures. Like
collab.
she goes, "Does this match my shirt?" I'm like, "Yes, yes, it does." I don't know if that was intentional
Well,
or
it's a
not,
great
but
color scheme.
yes.
Yeah.
It's
I have a
bright. It'll
feeling
be
it was
easy to find.
intentional. Oh, yeah.
So was this like just like stack? So this was a glue bed, right?
Yeah.
And was this like stacking the colors on top of each other, or like a ring and then like another ring? Like I'm trying to like sometimes when I see dice like this, where like especially beds that I'm not like as proficient in, I try to like reverse engineer them in my mind. And something like this, like I'm trying to like think of like how they laid this out exactly.
Yeah, I think
it
she
was outside in.
yeah, she just did rings of
Inside
color and
Yeah.
splotches of black.
Yeah, it's a little spacey, a little floral. It's super fun.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm a fan of clear glue beds that have like the really thin lines. So
hmm
there you
Yeah,
go.
when I do glue beds, that's always the goal is to get the black lines really thin so it's still nice and bright.
Awesome. All right, moving on. So each of us have picked 2 discs to review. So my 2 are those. Next is moving on to Mr. Horner. The disc that he picked is this one. And this is by, let me pull up his profile, Died of Scurvy. So if you don't know his profile, that is that.
Died of scurvy. Nice.
I think he,
Yeah.
I think he might have won something from me. I can't remember, but yeah, I remember his name.
The name sounds familiar.
Yeah,
They had a few up on Instagram. I was definitely scoping them out, and I think I followed them. 'Cause like, how I never heard of you?
Yeah, I like this one. This one jumped out at me. Just the pattern of that, whatever that shape is, kind of like a ninja star flying through the air as it's like
Mhm.
ripples of rainbow kind of following it outward. Just really interesting, kind of draws your eyes. And I tend to really like the colors that pop with the white negative space in the middle to make them contrast against each other. And obviously MVP has a nice black ring on all their discs to kind of finish it off.
random. I like the way
It's that
he
nice
holds
border
the
that
disc
holds
with
everything
that
together.
that metal wood disc holder.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
a disc holder.
Is
I
that
think it's
like a towel rack?
That
It
looks,
It looks
like
like
it
a
might be in the
towel rack.
bathroom, right? Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
But-
it might be.
Oh, it's a bathroom disc.
oh man, I think that'll just lower the value if we know
Anybody
it's in the
get this?
bathroom.
Well, you got to do
Seinfeld
something with
reference.
it.
Yeah, I was about to say,
That middle part's not a foil stamp, is it?
That's what I was like
think
zooming
so.
in.
I
Like,
feel
it's
like
really
I've
shiny.
seen
It
I
kind
don't
of
know.
looks like a foil stamp. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I forget what site I saw this line of stamps, but it looks familiar. So I'm guessing that's either a glue mask or if they took the time to cut like contact paper.
Yeah,
Maybe,
you
yeah,
can
I
kind
mean,
of
the glue
see
mask
the
kinda
white
makes sense, 'cause
areas of where
there's-
he was trying to
where it's-
mask off.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh,
a glue
yeah.
mask.
Has
Yeah, it looks like a stencil. So yeah.
That
think
thing will
it's
look really
like,
awesome
he did a solid
flying through
job
the air.
of
yes, definitely. I've had some interesting ideas with the rainbows and that, and like doing different glue beds, but having like kind of the different colors without having to do multiple beds. It's turned out really well.
And I agree with Xander in the
Sweet.
chat.
It's like
that
I mean,
has-
you have like the separate colors and
yes. So, there's a lot of leg in here, so we're stepping on each other's toes. But I'm just gonna talk. I agree with Xander that there's some nice marbling, like in this green area. It looks very
Yeah,
yeah.
I can't
Like
remember what
Floetrol.
it's- Yeah. Looks neat. Red, you were gonna say?
So I call that in the clear glue beds, I call that webbing. And it's one of my favorite aspects of like the black that I use. If I put it on just right and I hit it with the torch just right, I'll get these wicked webs all the way across the disc.
Yeah,
And
little extra
I
heat.
think that's one of my favorite things. Yeah.
So this is a Floetrol die?
Pretty sure it's clear glue.
I think it's glue. Just has some
Yeah.
Floetrol
He didn't say
appearances.
did he?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to. I was trying
It's
to
like-
see if it was Floetrol or a clear glue bed.
I can ask. Hey, what bed did you use for this?
P.S. You are live.
Yes.
Answer us now. We have
Only
questions.
have a minute 39. Go.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
always good to do those designs that look good in the air. You know, when they get thrown, they work so nicely. And rainbow, always a good choice.
Oh yeah, and
Good for any terrain.
Again, just like
Or-
one of the last discs, the way like the design goes with the stamp, like the designs aren't clashing. They're kind of like
Hmm.
they're working together, which is nice.
Cool beans. All right. Moving on. What else do we have here? All right. Why do you like this one, Austin?
Jumped out. I'm always a sucker for the kind of yin yang mirrored wrapping around each other patterns, and reminds me of the old Native American tale of two wolves. You know, which one you feed is the one that will grow the largest. This looks like a cool, nice, clean stencil, and the fact that it's on a glow disc makes a lot of sense. I think for that direction where you're not trying to do too much with it when it's. I think part of the overall design is for how it looks with the glow.
There you go. I see a little
Yeah, it's super
bleed
important.
right there, but yeah.
Oh, did I pick the same artist? We have the branch.
You did. God damn it, Austin.
Yeah. Or maybe they have the same rack.
Oh, yes.
What are the odds?
No, it's the same artist.
I think glow discs have a lot of unexpected challenges to them because you do have to consider the color of the glow when you do color, the amount of glow that you leave, and like the rim is usually the brightest, so it's kind of important to leave the rim, but also I feel like a lot of us finish up a die by spinning the rim and cleaning it up. So picking your designs on a glow disc can be very challenging. They did a good job filling the space, leaving the glow.
Yeah,
Nice solid contrast.
we had someone last night do a second disc on the glow disc, and I'm actually curious to see how that turned out. I should ask Juliana about that because we let it set for probably 12 hours.
Yeah, they do take a little longer. That's for sure.
You didn't
Eclipse
put
is
those
pretty
under
good.
heat, did you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, like even for glow discs, I only do it like an hour and a half max for in the dehydrator.
Well, we had to leave, so we took it off heat, so it was only heat for like maybe like 45 minutes. So,
Oh, gotcha.
all right. Anything else to say about this one?
I would
looks great.
say one tip I'd have for this person is take that disc outside and get a picture of it. That's going to give you such a better image. I know I can be really impatient and leave them inside, but I try to take them outside, just find a spot to lean them where there's just the right amount of sun and you'll get much better quality pictures.
Where is he
even
going
with
to set up the towel rack outside?
Dave did compliment the towel rack.
Use an actual tree.
Ah, there you go. There you go.
Welcome
So
to the
report down.
Roundtable review, where we look at your discs and your towel racks.
And if there's feet in there, be careful.
There better be feet in there.
It's almost hard not
Okay.
to get your feet
Your eyes
sometimes.
get picked, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Who was it?
That's
Who
on
was
the
it? Jeff Burns
Patreon.
posted that one today. And he's like, I'm so stoked
Sorry
on
about
this
my
disc, but
feet.
don't look at my feet.
Never
I'm like, all I
apologize.
see is toes, man. All I see is toes.
Can't help it.
All right, the next one up is Jory's 2 picks. This is the first one that he picked. And it's
Yeah,
by
this
Death
one caught
Punch
my eye.
Discs.
This one caught my eye right away. Just super cool concentric circles, a lot of different styles going on in there. It looks like some spin dies, the glue masked spin dies, clear glue in the center, which is cool. But the colors came together really well. Good color scheme, like those light blues and those really vibrant pinks just kind of blew me away.
Yeah.
For the glue bed, it looks a little bit chaotic. I see a little bit of like those swirls, they look a little bit planned. But I think that a lot more planning can go into people's clear glue beds to really make them into interesting pieces that really like say more about the person versus just plop, 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 swirl, swirl, swirl. Which is kind of what that glue bed feels like. Overall, the piece comes together really well because like I see a lot of good direction and focus with the glue masking. Like there's a lot of intention behind it, but then the glue bed itself just kind of loses it for me. But overall, solid piece. Like I would be happy with this in my bag.
Oh, and the backspin.
Oh yeah. Gotta love a rim job.
This is another one where I'm trying to like reverse engineer it in my mind. Like what came first, what came second, like, you know, was the glue bed first and then they masked that, or, you know, did the spins come first? Like, what do you think, Jory? I feel like you had some experience with some of these glue masking spin dies.
So I think like if I were to like if you do order of operations of like what's easiest or what makes sense to like avoid a mess up, do a vinyl masking, do the glue bed first. So vinyl mask a circle and then do the glue bed, peel the circle off, and then you have a lot of control over where you lay down your spins and the rest of the glue. So that's what makes sense to me. I don't know what they did personally on this.
I like how that center part, it's like almost like a saw blade, like around the glue bed.
When I first saw it, I thought that might have been a stencil. But then I looked at it a little closer and I was like, I think they glued that, which is a pretty unique design in glue. I don't really know exactly what they even did to get that in there.
So I think
there's definitely a lot of layers
here. His name is Dylan, and he said he did the glue bed first, and that was his second real glue bed he's tried.
Oh wow!
Nice. Yeah, it's solid. Like not bad at all for the second one.
Yeah, it's great.
And the color choices too. Like all the colors go together great.
I'll say don't stop doing them.
No.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the spin die with the gradient where it looks like it's kind of a neon light. I really like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to like guess the colors too. Like, what do you think that purple is on the outside? That could be our next game show too.
Nice.
Guess that Procam.
It's pretty crazy because that outer ring looks three-dimensional. That's kind of a trip.
That's where shading.
The more I look at it, I'm like,
highlights
it's coming off the disc.
Yeah.
It's a very complete disc between all the different methods used in the bottom as well being finished off.
One that'll look nice spinning too.
Guess that pink.
Very nice. Well thought out.
What do you think that blue is? Not the dark blue, but the
aquatic green.
Shade. That's aquatic green?
That's my guess.
What?
I feel like aquatic green's more green than that.
Yeah.
No, it's still blue. I use it constantly because it's my favorite. It's very blue, but it could be a different color for sure.
It is stinky. I don't know what they put in it or make it out of.
That's the feet guy.
Oh, he said that for the colors he wanted, the customer wanted him to match the stamp.
Match the stamp, and then Dylan's saying Caribbean blue.
Caribbean.
You say Caribbean, I say Caribbean.
How do you get Caribbean that bright on a spin die?
Yeah, seriously.
I call it Carib Rab. Okay, so here's the thing. You can here's the thing you can do. I don't know if he did this, but here's the thing you can do, right? So like you can go through and do a lotion topical to get that fat rim of light blue,
Okay.
and then glue over that, and then spin dye over the top of the glue. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You say an acetone.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. You did it with acetone. He's a magician.
Saturated.
All right.
I think that was him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dylan, thanks
Yeah.
for chiming in and watching. That helps out a
Yeah.
lot, so we're not guessing and saying the wrong things.
Yeah.
Super cool. Super cool disc.
All
Great
right.
work.
Moving
Keep
on.
those glue beds coming.
Yes. Moving on as we have this disc by Neutrum 2.0.
All right. I picked this one because the colors, they're just so vibrant. Like anytime we can get our colors to just pop and look juicy like that, oh, I love it. It doesn't even really matter like what style or design is going on. I'm a big fan. This is a pretty classic pure design that I see a lot of people doing, like almost forming the river across the words. I've done these. I think this is Floetrol.
Yeah. It almost it
And-
almost looks like the traditional kind of glue bed design where they make that river, but it's done with Floetrol.
With Floetrol.
Right.
So
and that's one of the things I was like, yeah, I like this.
he says Vinylclear plus Floetrol. You'll
Says
Yeah.
what?
hold on. Let's see if I
Final
can-
clever?
Oh gosh.
Enhance.
Enhance.
Oh, a different language.
What? Well, there's a plus in there. It's not like equals. So I was like, what is that? Now I got
Yeah.
It's got vinyl clever in it. You didn't know that?
I forgot about the vinyl cleaver.
We don't carry vinyl cleaver.
We don't talk about vinyl cleaver.
Dude, didn't.
Secret.
Is this a new like a new medium that we don't know about?
You know what? Actually, there's some guys in like Scandinavia who dye discs, and they use all kinds of weird stuff.
It's just Scandinavian.
Yeah, this sounds German almost. I would think that's German.
Yeah.
Vinyl cleaver.
It might be the Floetrol equivalent. You know, Floetrol is a funny word, but Vinylcleaver is weirder.
All right, let's focus on the artwork and not this.
Well, I love
word that we don't know.
the placement of that yellow and orange with the contrast of the stamp. If you're going to keep a stamp, you got to work it into your design, and they did that really well.
Well, I like the absence of green in a rainbow style dye.
There's like just a hint of it.
Yeah, but like I kind of ignore it at the bottom, and I really like what's going on with the color scheme above that.
Yeah.
It's really good.
There's like a natural gradient between the colors. It kind of creates a flame almost.
It's like ultra saturated too. I feel like for this is the gold plastic. I know gold plastic dyes really well, but even still, like the saturation's just it's very bright. I want to see it like out in sunlight.
I don't know about you guys. Go ahead.
So it looks like vinyl cleaver is German for vinyl adhesive.
Oh.
So glue? Bottom layer of glue?
Well, I wonder because it doesn't look like he used vinyl on this piece.
Moogs is
Better.
saying vinyl glue bed with Floetrol, and so is Xander. Xander's saying vinyl glue.
Huh.
I'm thinking it's glue on the bottom of the Floetrol.
We're professionals.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of Floetrol guys do that. Well,
Yeah,
Red, don't you
yeah.
do something similar where you like lay down the glue and then I better not tell people.
No, I feel like I did a couple cell beds like that, just like as an experiment to like. I was like, okay, well, maybe if I only have a small amount of Floetrol, not enough for a bed, maybe I could like lay down glue, then Floetrol, and then the design, and then do like a swipe or whatever. So I tried that. So that might be what this is.
Yeah.
What I was going to say
anyway,
before.
It's dope.
a lot of times I feel really tempted to put black in there for contrast. So it's really nice when you see these discs where it's got the contrast without the black. Like it can be done. It's a good reminder to myself.
Well, sometimes check your stamps, because if you got a black stamp, you don't need to use black.
True, true. I usually just wipe the stamps though.
Nice. Well, really cool design. I like it. And now I'm curious about the that funny word. But
Final cleaver.
Yeah, Emily's saying clever means glue.
okay.
So shout out to the chat again. They're on it.
There are our researcher sidekicks here.
Yeah, I love it. The
All
guild's
right.
on it.
The next two picks here are from Mr. Red, and this one is from Caleb Kirschner.
Yeah, and this was posted on the Dyers Guild community Facebook group, which if you're not in, cheap plug for that, go over to Facebook and join the group, and you can see lots of cool stuff like Caleb's disc. I picked this one specifically because of just the multiple methods. It was like almost like he tried to squeeze in as many methods as possible. I mean, you got like the cell bed in the middle, and then I'm guessing with like the stamp design that was glue masked and then lotion painted over, and then the rim design too. So it's like different methods all like cohabitating on one disc, and like there's contrast between the colors too. Like you've got like the pink cell dye on the right, but then you've got like the pink rim on the left and like the pink lotion fill on the left too. Like the way things are spaced out, I think is really well done. And the cells are like, I like the super fat, like it's almost like a turtle shell.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a really dope cell design. Like I just love everything that's going on here. And I've never heard of Sacred Discs before. Have you guys?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think Nico is sponsored by them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's just like there's a lot of cool stuff going on here.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I like the outside ring color choices too. I've seen just like that where there's a band here, a few bands that stack up that look really good when they spin.
Side note, but yeah, never heard of Sacred Disc before. Interesting.
Yeah, Xander's saying it's Nico's brand. So yeah.
Huh. Okay. Bye.
And Moogs is saying they're a subgroup of Lone Star.
Oh. Well, they die well, so that's good to know.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yep.
And
Now we know.
I just noticed too, it's like, I don't know if it was intentional, but you have like the primary colors in the middle, and it's like from the primary comes everything else. I feel like it's like really well thought out and laid out.
Yeah. There's definitely more layers to it than, sometimes just a Floetrol bed. It's like there's so much more to this one.
Yeah.
And the more you look at it, the more you catch on to that.
Really well thought out. Like I feel like I have a habit sometimes of just like and lay it out, like rainbow everywhere. And this is like rainbow everywhere, but it's like calculated. So I appreciate that.
It's like an onion. It's got layers.
Yeah. And then I saw this on Instagram, and I can't remember Caleb's dye account. So does anyone in the chat know Caleb's dye account? Because I think it's just under his name in the Facebook group. Rim mask stamp. Oh, okay. So he has it laid out here too. So rim masked stamp glue mask, Floetrol chameleon cells, acetone painted rim, lotion painted stamp. So yeah.
Very thorough.
Leave a little comment for him on there.
I think that's kind of nice to have, like when they do these, to like lay out what they did and in the order.
Yeah.
But like maybe we don't look at that until after we try to guess how they did it.
Yeah, I always feel like I'm repeating myself if I do that, but then I go to look at other people's and I'm like, I wish they told me what they did. So I guess I should do that more.
Nice.
Wouldn't they know what I did? Of course they know, right?
It's obvious, isn't it? But
That's
then
like
you look
a-
at other people's and it's not.
That's like another idea for another game show. I'm just coming up with like game show ideas now, where it's like, what was like the Penn and Teller show, like Fool Us or something? You could have something like that, where like make the most complex step-by-step process, and like we try to deconstruct it.
All right, moving on. The next person that we have is Smintini. So
Spintini, yeah. This is Zane, another dyer in Austin that I have the privilege of playing with on occasion. So this one, Zane does a lot of cool original like stamp artwork and stencil dies. So if you actually look, this is like a two-parter pose. So this is, I believe this is a design that he did in the past. So this one that you're looking at was like the first run. And then the next post is like the glow up, I believe he referred to it as. And I mean,
That's great.
yeah, I mean, look at it. That is the definition of the glow up. So, I mean, so not only the glow up, this is like a great opportunity to look at like how like dyeing like kind of ages as well too. I don't know the exact date on the first one, like as far as like how old it is, but you can kind of tell like how it's kind of faded, it's kind of softened up, like, you know, like an old tattoo. So you can see that, but then we can also see like the improvements where he's like kind of grown as a dyer. And like the first thing that immediately jumped out to me, like Jory might be able to shed some more light on this, but like the shading in the shadows is the first thing that I noticed that like really gives it that extra depth and extra detail.
Yeah, you know, I love doing my anime characters. Like I only ever watched Dragon Ball Z, and then people were like asking for all these One Piece dyes, and I'm like totally into One Piece and Cowboy Bebop. I'm like watching all the anime now. But yeah, like that's the thing, is like when you look at anime characters and you look at their shading, it's just a darker, like you literally just take a little bit of like really light black denatured alcohol and just go over it a couple times until you get to that gradient. But yeah, like that shading is pop, and I love like on the jacket right there between the two chains. Oh,
Yep.
it's so good.
Like by his arm
On the
and everything.
hand, like
It's really good.
look at his hand holding the sword. Like
Yeah.
It's solid.
It's just that extra attention to detail that, you know, it takes a good dye to a great dye. It's just it's the little things like that.
I like his eye in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Is
Oh,
that like
that's
a paintbrush?
Yeah, he's like aiming. He's targeting up his slash there.
Is that like a paintbrush behind his ear?
I think that might be
Oh, it's his earrings.
part. Yeah.
Oh,
Kind of his
Hanging.
earrings. I don't watch
Enhance.
Demon Slayer.
Enhance.
I just did a Demon Slayer dye, but
Yeah, you
like,
did.
I haven't seen it yet.
There we
It's
go.
on
It's
the-
good.
It's on the list.
It's
This
good.
season's really good.
My daughter really likes it. So what I would like to point out how awesome this glue bed is on this, and it
Yes.
it makes the disc pop, but it doesn't steal the show, and it doesn't get lost with the design, because it's a busy design, and there's already colors going on, but that contrast in the background is absolutely perfect with it. It really just brings it to life, honestly.
It's almost like the character's like charging up to and like
Yeah, got
releasing
power
the
behind
punch.
them.
Yeah, that's like the backfire. Like
Yeah, that's what's
You
coming.
kind of get a sense of movement too from just how the chains are set.
yeah.
Mhm.
And they cracked. Yeah, it can be really easy to have, if you have a glue bed background with a stencil in front, it can be really easy to lose your design, but it's great. It's well done. Perfect contrast. Love it.
Yeah, and if flip back and forth, let's look at like the original one too. And maybe full screen that one.
Oh, you're killing me here. 1 second, please hold.
We have demands, Dave.
Let's see if this works. Because I have to do
You
this.
can't do everything. What?
Well, you have to put in a specific URL thing. Nope, I can't.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you can even tell just from the smaller one. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is the shading and like the pole. Like he kind of lightened up the that center pole because with it being like really super dark, it kind of
the color choice too makes everything pop.
Yeah.
One with the brighter colors. But I kind of like the two. Like you were touching on discs fading. I think there's an element to that too where it adds its own kind of character as well.
I love the way it looks. That's
it says.
It always it always bums me out. Like you'll see a person here and there that's just like, oh well, it's just gonna fade, or like it's just gonna look this way or that way when it gets older, and it's like your opinion, bro. Like I love the way it looks. I love the
your
age.
opinion, man.
It's like I don't like. I think it looks cool. Like the aged, softer kind of look to it. And then if you flip it over, you can see it popping through the back too, which is cool.
Well, and it says I didn't lose it.
I was going to say, some of us have a hard time having discs age that much.
Yeah.
I always try to tell people, think about tattoos. Like tattoos fade, they get all sunburned, all this stuff.
Yeah.
The Mona Lisa's been repainted. Like there's when they say they restore artwork, like they're repainting it.
They're repainting it.
And it's like everything fades. All artwork fades. Everything the sun touches fades. Like, so what? If people are stuck on wanting a piece of artwork forever in the same condition, good luck,
Great. Sure. Well, thank you for those awesome selections. So now we have Brittany's selections, and this is the first one that she has on the docket from Disc Golf Greens.
Disc Golf Greens. So Disc Golf Greens has a lot of these hip hop characters, which are fabulous. What I love about this one is those sunglasses look like an actual reflection of glass, and that is something special. It's not necessarily stenciled in, it's just, I think it's hand done. Maybe there's some stencil in the triangle. I just think it's really cool how they did that.
What I really like is the background.
Sorry.
It's just ever so.
I also love the background. It's 90s and subtle and wonderful.
Yeah.
Look at that jacket, that tuxedo jacket. It's so clean. Like, I don't know, there's like a weird cartoon aspect to it. Almost like it looks like anime drawn.
Looks like old like Space Ghost, Coast to Coast style.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
The glasses are almost like little disc dies in their own.
Yeah. You're getting 3 for 1.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I want to leave a comment. Nice. Keyboard's hidden. Nice job.
And he did say that was on a used disc, which is also an extra challenge. You're going to have imperfections.
Oh, yeah.
And I've seen a lot of his other discs he's done, and they've been really clean. But those glasses really just got me.
Nice.
I like the rim fade too.
Yeah.
With that real faded, subtle purple background.
Yep.
It's hard to know where like stencils are, if that background has stencils or not. It's just really uniquely done. There's no black line. There's black lines in the face, but not in the background. So it's uniquely put together.
Nice. All right, moving on to Brittany's next selection. Hey, it's Diet of Scurvy.
Oops. I guess we did 2 of those.
Well, that's Austin's fault. So
we got 3 of those.
Oh, wow.
This one's neat because it's done on a teal disc, and yet the colors still pop.
Oh, wow. I didn't even realize that.
It's surprising that red took so well.
Yeah. I never would have dared that. I would have been too scared to try that.
Oh, yeah.
And it works.
Have you guys dyed a lot of Royal Plastic?
I just did one the other day. The one I did with the 100 Babe, like alcoholic beverage. It was a white one, and they soak up the color like crazy, almost like ESP plastic.
Do they fade fast? Because I feel like I think I felt the plastic, and I feel like it was like a K1 where it would fade fast.
The dye does tend to travel through the plastic a bit more expedient than most other premium plastics.
Fades faster. Got it.
Nope. I don't like to say that word.
The dye travels expediently faster through this plastic.
Well, what's cool is like the middle is kind of left organic glue bed where you kind of just splash it on there and you don't manipulate it very much. But then on the outside where that like dark blue-ish color is, there's a lot of manipulation and a lot of little swirls. So it's a good combination of things. And then leaving that space with that teal can actually be really challenging. Glue likes to spread and do its own thing, and they left the disc as is, the negative space, really nicely. Plays good in there.
Yes.
I think the detail on the swirls using that negative space works real well to make that kind of pop through the edges on that.
I agree.
Ooh, I think he has a different towel on the rack, this one.
He's got to quit taking pictures in the bathroom because the value is just going way down on these things.
And if that was in sunlight, it would be even more popping.
Now I gotta know,
But hey,
where do you take these
yeah,
pictures?
The lighting's just good in there.
All right, now we got to keep an eye on his account to see if he switches it up or if he sticks to his guns.
So did we do 3 of these? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're impressed.
Well,
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
You can see
It's
a
a
window right
compliment.
here, so it must be getting some natural light.
Yeah.
Now, can you enhance? Can we get more clues from where he lives?
So we're taking this episode of the Roundtable and turning it into Detectives.
There's a window.
I
There's
see a
also
reflection of a house.
yeah, there's an incandescent light up there.
Okay. So he's not Amish.
Window.
Got that.
The paint
definitely
color
a set
on
of
his
windows
wall
right
is
there.
eggshell, so there's that.
Yeah. Those towels are quite bougie. Are they hand towels? I mean, the thread count's way up on those things.
All right, now we're getting way off topic.
Well, Scurvy is the MVP here because we didn't coordinate or like look over each other's posts. You know, we all just kind of individually browsed the hashtag and just picked out what caught our eye. So, I mean, it's something to be said about, you know, Diet of Scurvy. Like you're making stuff that's catching our eye. So
Yeah,
keep doing what you're doing.
keep doing it.
Yeah.
And that's what Disc Dying's all
Let's scroll
about.
down on his. Can you scroll down on his page a little bit, Dave? Look at all the different styles. It looks
Yeah,
Yeah.
all over the place.
There's some stencil work. There's spin dyes. There's glue beds.
Yeah.
Thing. That's what I did when I first like really got into dyeing. I was like, I'm gonna do all things. I'm gonna learn how to do everything I see, and
That's
like,
I still am like that.
somewhat aggressively, and it's really cool to see it. Just diving in.
Wow.
I like that black and orange one. Oh wow! And
Yeah.
wow,
Whatever that color palette, weird kind of avant-garde style one.
Yeah, I feel like Ivan did like some
Yeah.
the triangle colors. He did like some similar stuff. Oh, is this process video?
Yeah.
I love a good process video.
Huh. Nice.
He's got the guild sticker too.
Yeah, like I said, I think he
Love
won
it.
something, but I can't remember what.
A sticker.
Yeah.
Get on the
Don't let him
podcast.
know we give those away for free.
Ooh, look at this.
Scurvy, you need to get on the podcast and talk about all of these dyes first and foremost, and then maybe touch on the towel rack if there's time. But mainly the dye.
Mainly the towel rack.
I'm pretty invested in this towel rack story.
Look at that. You got a different towel in these pictures here. It's got triangles with the dots. Nice.
Oh, so he's clean too. That's great.
Love it.
Probably not a bachelor.
Or
Yeah,
she,
I
we don't
don't
know. Do we?
This is now the Diet of Scurvy show with towel rack.
He didn't sponsor this. He gave us, they gave us no money for this. So
Yes.
You just use that tag. Gotta use the
Yeah.
tag if you want to be on the show.
Yeah, and Dave, do you want to talk about like the hash for like the future, like the next month's show, as far as like the hashtag and how that's going to work?
Yes. So I mentioned it earlier, but instead of using hashtags on the socials, because Instagram changed their thing where you can't view recent by like you can do recent popular by like a larger profile, but we can't necessarily see everybody's discs that they use with a hashtag. So for the next episode, we'll have you guys comment on the website on the specific post for the roundtable review for that month, and we'll send out a link to where you can post that. So yeah. But
Stylicious says, don't forget to bring a towel.
yes, don't.
Rack, rack.
And Dylan wants to know how to get a sticker.
Well, if you're really nice and message me, I'll send you one.
You might even get.
We
a
did
jig-
review them, so I think it's fair.
Yes.
If you ask real nice, you might get a jig rig.
Yes. Okay.
How
Awesome.
have we gone
Oh,
almost an hour without mentioning the jig rig?
Yes. Well, we have Dave's Spin Die Jig Rig that you can buy on the website to lift your disc above the record player. There. So that concludes the review portion. The next section that we're going to do is Guess the Dyer. Mr. Red, do you want to explain a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so this is what we're going to do is I've compiled 4 pictures of 4 different dyers, and I scrolled back in time to try to find a dye from their early days. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at those 4 pictures, and I'm going to toss it to you guys, and we're going to try to guess who it is. So the 4 dyers that I picked, I'm going to give you the names. So it's not going to be...
Oh, that helps.
Yeah. So we'll go to 1. So here are the 4 that you have to pick from. We have the man, the myth, the legend, Xander. We have Nowski Dyes. We have Moogly Dyes and Sun Chaser Dyes. So those are the 4. And we're going to go one by one here and see who you guys think dyed this one. We're going to go, I have a list here. So we'll go one by one. Brittany, you're up first. You're in the hot seat.
Oh, great, because I totally remember everything you just said. So I remember
do you have that list
Sunchaser
up?
and Moogs
So we have,
and Xander
yep. So
and
Moogs, Nowski, Xander, Sunchaser.
okay. Can I not start with this one?
Nope.
Nope.
I know.
All right.
This is my
I'm
game
gonna-
show, and the rules are stringent.
You and your games, just playing games.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with
Well, hold on. Let me show all the discs first. So this
Okay,
is,
yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
This is disc 1. This is disc 2. This is disc 3. And this is disc 4.
And if you're in the chat, feel free to guess. But if you know who it is, no cheating, no helping the contestants. Dave will kick you from the chat.
I'm gonna go Xander on this one.
All right. And then we're gonna toss it to let's toss it to Jory, because I feel like he's in the hot seat now. Jory, who do you think?
My kid's watching.
Who does your
Yeah, man, and he's
who does your
freaking
child
out
think
right
dyed
now.
You really did not
Oh
like
my
that.
god, it's so good. I love it. I'm gonna say this was. Can I see all the ones again?
Sure.
Sure.
Let me try something. Please hold.
And also, what are the 4 people again? There's Moogs, Xander, Nowski,
Sunchaser
and
and
Sunchaser.
Nowski.
Yep.
Okay, this is Xander. Number 1 is Xander.
All right. So that's two for Xander. Dave, we're gonna toss it to you.
I say
Oh, nice.
I say Moogly.
Moogs and Austin.
I'm gonna go with Xander.
Xander. So that's 3 for Xander, 1 for Moogs. All right. Let's go to the second. Do you want to like reveal now, or do we want to do all the guesses first?
We'll do
All the guesses.
All the guesses. All right, so number 2, we're gonna go back to Brittany. Yes,
Sun Chaser.
That Dyer.
I'm going Sun Chaser on this one.
All right, and then I tried to find like all rainbows, try to keep the theme going here, and make it harder to maybe differentiate. So
Rainbow's always good.
Oh yeah, I mean, why pick one color when there's so many? Come on. All right, Jory.
I'm gonna say Sun. Well, yeah, Sun Chaser also.
All right, Dave.
I too am going with Sun Chaser.
All right, Austin.
I still say Sun Chaser, but I will say the third one might be later years Sun Chaser dies.
Okay. All right, so unanimously there for disc number 2. Moving on to number 3. Brittany, we toss it back to you.
I'm going to go Nowski on that.
Ski? Okay, maybe not. Jory, what do you think?
Okay, so did you go back historically, like back in time on their dives?
There's no way that's
the
first
profiles?
Yes.
Like you went way back, right?
So these aren't necessarily the first, but it's like very, if not like their first post, it's very, very close to it. I would say within the first 10.
That's a really good
man,
beginner
'cause,
disc.
like, Sun Chaser and Nowski are like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Nowski also. It's got to be Nowski. Those colors just look like Nowski's colors. Like it's kind of his style, but like it's not his whirly whirl. But
Yeah, and it's like a spin die. I feel like
he doesn't really.
He's a glue boy.
spin dye.
Yeah, but in the beginning,
Right,
you don't know what you are yet.
See, that's
Yeah, you
the
gotta
game.
experiment.
That's the
Figure it out.
game.
Gotta go to college to figure things out.
But see, Moogs does all the ultra spins. He like does spins inside of spins and drips and spins. And I'm gonna say number 3 is Moogs.
That's a good call.
So, Jory, you're going Moogs.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch it up. I think you're trying to pull a fast one on us.
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not.
Oh, he is. He's all about the games.
All right.
We're gonna find out. That's for
yeah.
sure.
Stay tuned. Dave Mon, what do you think? Number 3.
I'm going to go with Nowski. It's a toss-up between Sun Chaser and Nowski. I say that because Sun Chaser likes to do the rainbow spins on the edge like that, and he likes to have 2 different patterns. But it also does look like a Nowski swirl with what he does with the glue beds. But I don't know. We'll see.
Let's look at the chat here. Dilicious is Sun Chaser's number 2. Emily's saying Nowski swirl for 3. I'm imagining. Dilicious thinks number 4 is Moogs. Oh, Doug Red, my dad's in the chat. He says Nowski.
Dad.
What up? I got something special coming in the mail for you. Don't open it until your birthday. That's all. Bob Gator says #games. That's what I'm all about here. All right.
You know that is Xander, right?
Bob Gator?
I'm pretty sure that's his alt account.
So
Okay,
he's on your toys. That's such a Xander move.
yeah, because I didn't know because there is Xander in the
Boosting our
chat.
numbers.
Exactly.
Because I didn't.
Hey, we
know.
need Lambo to get his cousins on here.
Xander's saying shh. So
Your secret's safe with us and everybody else watching.
Which is like one person, so.
Well, Xander counts as 2. Okay.
he's getting our numbers up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Emily counted as 20 last I checked.
That's what she said.
So
That's the facts now.
All right, Austin, number 3.
I'm gonna follow suit here and go with Nowski. Like I said, I think later versions of Sun Chaser dies, but early on, we'll go Nowski.
Like I did kind of throw that in, like the rainbow. I feel like Nowski and Sun Chaser are all about that. So like that was like, okay,
Mhm.
I'm gonna pick all rainbows, so it makes it a little harder. So I'm glad it's working.
Does that mean we're wrong?
Huh? We'll see. All right. Finally, number 4, the dyed Hades, the bottom right corner, Brittany.
I think I'm left with Moogs.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I just thought of that. By process of elimination.
The guessing game.
I'll have to say Nowski. That's the one I have left to guess.
Corey, it's got Nowski. Dave, Sunchaser, Nowski. So you got Xander left. And then Austin
Moves.
got Moogs left. All right. So, number 1 is Sunchaser Dies.
Really?
Bum, bum, bum.
You all got that wrong.
Sunchaser
Connors,
Dies.
you stink
He
little
set us
pussy.
up for failure.
So nobody got this.
Huh.
Bravo.
Brittany said Xander, Joy said Xander, Dave with Moogs, Austin with Xander. So this is on Sunchaser's personal account, which I remember back in the day seeing him post on that before he made Sunchaser Dies. And I remember him doing a lot of these like trippy lotion layouts with like the dragging and whatnot. So if Sunchaser, you should post like a flashback post on your main account.
Then and now.
So people can see these, because I remember even back in the day, like, you know, I was messing around with lotion myself and I always thought these were wild. I always thought these were sweet. So well done. And maybe bring back the lotion, dude. Do like a throwback. I would love to see that. Maybe we should all do that.
That style reminds me of another local dyer, Bones. He does that basically hand painting with lotion on there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and another one, it probably looks sweet in the air too, especially with like the contrast, the blue, and the yellows. Probably looks sick.
Nice.
Number 2 is Xander the Mander with an early spin die.
Ah,
A rainbow spin from the man himself. And this was kind of like misdirection, because I feel like, I don't know, maybe I feel like I haven't seen him do anything like this recently. Xander, like, what was the year on this? Was this like 2020, 2021? I feel like I had to scroll. Well, yeah, I had to scroll back for this one. And it looks great, especially with that. Yep, he's saying on yellow sea line plastic, which I couldn't tell it was yellow, but I think the spin looks dope on like the clear plastic. Old, he's saying it's from 2017, 2018.
wow. You're old. In this dying years.
Yeah, you're a man of great wisdom. And then, so did anyone? So let's see. Brittany said Sunchaser. Jory said Sun. Everyone said Sunchaser. So this was the misdirection I had in mind, because it kind of looks like Sunchaser's recent. You know, he does like the spins on the outside and you know, the design like a lotion, Floetrol, whatever on the inside. So like, I can see why you got, like, if I didn't know, I probably would have guessed Sunchaser too.
Trickster, you.
Yeah, you got us. That's pretty good.
Number 3 is Nowski Dies.
Of course.
I think I remember watching a tutorial where he had it like the vinyl masked off, so like the first direction of spin, but the other part was masked off with vinyl. I think I remember seeing a video like that that he did.
Yeah, Nowski, if you're in here, let us know how you went about doing this. And I think I forget who just said it when we were guessing. It's like you can see the wheels turning, like the beginnings of Nowski's kind of signature Nowski swirl, but with a different method. You know, like he like took this spin design and incorporated it into his like future glue bed. So it's like we're seeing like the wheels starting to turn.
And his colors are the same. I mean, I feel like you can always tell by a dyer's colors. Like,
Yeah.
we all get into our grooves with color schemes, and then like
Mhm.
one person's career brab is different than another's, and yeah.
Yeah. Well, definitely a nice dye here, Nowski. And then I also like the rim on the outside. I always love, a good rim spin. So that's pretty cool.
It's called
And
a rim
then
job.
So that leaves us with number 4. That is Moogly dyes.
I don't think I got a single one right.
Dave,
I didn't.
You did not. Wait.
No, pretty sure.
Wait, you got Nowski.
Okay. I feel like I didn't get anything right.
I think the top winners maybe got two right, 2 wrong.
Yeah, it looks like Austin.
I
You got.
I got 0, so I win that award.
But yeah, so Moogly, I like this one. Like again, this would probably be a lot harder if I didn't know the answer already. But like now that we know it's Moogly, you can kind of see his like mad scientist glue bed formula, but just incorporated in a design. I feel like we haven't seen recently. Like I don't know. Like I was trying to find like unique designs too. Like I feel like he hasn't done something like this. Like this was very unique in my eyes, with like the rings and then the dragging to the outside. I really liked it.
Nice. That was fun.
Yeah, good job. Good job all around. If when we do this again, I think we're trying to make this like a monthly thing. If any of you are interested, like send me like some of your early designs, and like we'll play this game again. Because it's cool going back in time in the dye time machine to see like people's beginnings.
I think I found the video that yeah. Okay, maybe not this one, but
Ooh.
I know he had a process video. Oh, I remember seeing it somewhere, but yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's dope.
All right. Well, where else do you want to take it, Mr. Red?
Well, I was thinking maybe we got some people in the chat here. We can close it. We can close it out. If anyone has any questions for anyone, streaming live right now, if you guys have
Q&A.
any questions, yeah, speak now or wait until next month.
It's like there should be more weddings like that.
And it doesn't have to be dye related.
Apparently Xander liked my kitty ears, but it kept connecting and disconnecting. So I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but maybe next time. Maybe next you'll have to check next month and see which ones I'm wearing kitty ears or not.
Nice.
Yeah, Moogs is saying it was a giant agate.
Agate.
Agate bed. It was a giant agate bed with dragging. He thinks. I can see that.
Yeah.
And then
What's that?
Nowski was saying this predates the glue bed swirl, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. The journey we all have to go through is to try everything to find out what we like. That's kind of part of it. And true to myself, I'm all over the place because that's who I am.
Emily is asking if we had one superpower, what could it be? What would it be? I would say for me, making circle 2 putts. That might be lame, but Jesus Christ.
So does it have to be like
2 putts?
Does it have to be disc dying or disc golf related?
I'm just going to the first thing that popped in my head. Like
No.
someone might think teleportation or something like that, but goddamn, circle 2 putts.
Nice.
Circle 2 putts.
The first thing that popped into my head was being able to heal generational trauma.
Yeah.
Real skill, quick.
Jory, your audio's kind of messed up a little.
Crackling.
Yeah.
It was doing good until now.
Audio.
It sounds like kind of cool though.
Little do you know that Jory is actually an AI robot.
Yes.
My superpower would be invisibility because I could just go wherever I wanted, whenever I wanted, travel the world, do what I want. I'm here for that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what I would want.
Xander says, "Is my superpower being in multiple places at one time?" I don't know. Let's ask Bob Gator.
Multiple personalities is not a superpower, Xander.
I'm gonna go with being able to
Nothing-
identify a person, house, or location via a small picture of the towel rack.
Nice.
My superpower would not being or not needing sleep. Just be awake 24/7.
I think you already have
You already
that.
do that.
You already got that.
Yes. Well, without ill effects to the body.
Oh, that part.
You're halfway
That's
there,
big.
man.
Yes.
Well, actually, what we're seeing is like half the time you see Dave, and then the other half of the time it's Evil Dave.
Yeah. Evil Dave hasn't come out recently.
I know, it's like you must be in a good place.
Yeah, he's pretty busy right now. So
Or I was gonna say, or he's locked up in your basement.
yes.
Change the
I haven't seen it. I thought that was a joke. I didn't know it was real.
Oh yeah, was Evil Dave before Brittany joined the chat?
I mean, I've seen images, but
Yeah.
Nice. Well, on that note, if there is nothing else, I think we can conclude this month's Roundtable Review live. Thank you guys for joining the Roundtable Review live this month. So try to do this at a regular cadence. We got to figure it out, but yeah. And if there's anything that you think we can improve on, do better. I think this one 1,000 times better than the first one. So there's that. We can only go up from here.
Yeah. And like Dave said, we're going to be doing like submissions on the website versus using hashtags in the future. So I'm sure there's going to be like a post telling y'all how to do that in the future. But like, if you want to be on the show as far as like potentially getting your stuff critiqued, like just keep pumping out good stuff, posting it, and feel free to DM any of us at any time with, you know, your submissions or questions or any of that good stuff.
Fantastic. Well, does anybody else have any closing comments? If not, we will close this out.
thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
All right. Until next time, I need a catch line that Brittany says that I need to have one.
Yeah.
Find your line, craft your piece.
There you go.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Love it.
Let's hit the stop streaming button. Jory's, yeah, just a little tiny ant.